There is nothing worse than ambiguity. We want clarity, we want direction, we want certainty. But that's not always easy to find. Let me give you some examples. Being a crow eater, if I was whining, I could be enjoying a nice drop or getting a little bit on your nerves. Our Kiwi cousins believe that Tinder is a sales process, not a dating site. And if we continue to swipe right and ask them to shear their sheep, they'd say, how about you get your own? Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm being a little facetious, but the point is clear. There is nothing worse than ambiguity. I submit to you for your consideration that today we sell you certainty. Certainty in an uncertain world. My name's Bronte Manuel, and on behalf of Toop and Toop Real Estate, please let me get you well acquainted with your contract. You bid and buy on documentation which is unconditional by nature and should only encourage you into today's bidding. This has been on display, of course, for the prescribed time, of which you would have noticed that there are no cooling off rights to a sale by auction. The settlement date is set down for 60 to 90 days, of course, at the buyer's discretion, and 10% is being called for as your deposit. The property itself, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is formally described as allotment 58 on Plan 406, being all of the land in Certificate of Title Volume 8121, Folio 198, known to you and I as 21 Baillieu Road, Point Lonsdale. Some 760 square metres of real estate. That's just short of 1/5 of an acre. And regardless of any language, that's a solid plot of turf so close to the beach. Inclusions and exclusions, well, ladies and gentlemen, very straightforward and as per your contract. Now, we do sell pursuant to the standard rules of auction, which suggest we offer the property subject to our vendor's very realistic reserve price. Upon reaching or exceeding that figure, and there is no further bidding, then quite simply the property will be announced sold and no further bids will be taken. As a successful purchaser, you'll step forward, sign your contract, failing of which I'll do so on your behalf, and at the fall of that hammer, well, the property will be at the risk of the purchaser. But most importantly, how do you become that purchaser? Well, quite simply, you do need to be registered and display your number when making your bid. Now, I reserve the right to bid on behalf of our vendor on 2 occasions, up to, but of course not including that reserve price, and any such bid will be announced as a vendor's bid. Equally so, I may refuse a bid if it is deemed not in the best interest of our vendor, and at no point during the auction will I mention that reserve price. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I like to pause and make sure everybody is entirely comfortable and satisfied. So to that end, do I have any last minute questions or queries? Very eager to ask, sir.
Sir, I'm a buyer's agent looking to buy on behalf of the client about it. He wants to demolish the home and build a new home. We were given a copy of a quote from Geelong Asbestos Removals at one of the opens, and that seems to imply that there'll be no problems demolishing the house or removing the asbestos. Can I rely on that information to go ahead and bid here today?
Well, sir, if you've spoken with the asbestos remover and if you've spoken with the local council, sir, well, I tell you what, they're in better stead to give you that correct information than me. So I would suggest take it and all the best with your bidding.
Look, Mr. Auctioneer, look, I've lived next door here as a neighbour for nearly 50 years now. And look, during this time it's become well known that this area has cases of the Bairnsdale ulcer. And this is transmitted by mosquitoes in the summer months. And look, it's a potentially life-threatening condition, and I can't understand why you don't have anything in your documents.
Well, sir, I thank you very much. And if there is the mosquitoes here, you don't actually look over 50 yourself. So I would suggest they're actually delivering a very good product. Sir, look. Sir, we don't offer any warranties or guarantees upon the mosquitoes. But I tell you what, I've holidayed here before and I think it's beautiful all times of the day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake. There is nothing worse than ambiguity. Baillieu Road is one of the premier estates of Victoria. Quite apt, considering Ted was your former head of state. You are 90 minutes from Melbourne CBD. And what used to be known as the perfect beachside locale for the weekends is now enjoyed by a growing population for weeks on end. They simply never wanted to leave. As we stand at the moment, 3 bedrooms, or should I say 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and some, well, let's just call it psychedelic carpet. But let's just jump into the DeLorean and head into the future. You've added your own taste, you've added your own style, and trust me when I say the prices would have soared. Ladies and gentlemen, the only limitation is your own imagination. I can imagine friends and family coming through your home in, say, 4 years or so and saying, "Great Scott, what a beautiful job you've done here." Stepping outside, you feel as though you are miles from isolation. But therein lies the ultimate contradiction. Whilst this property will always provide you with tranquility, privacy, and security, it is just moments to everything you need. World-class beaches and famous parklands, will they become your new backyard? An exciting range of cafes and restaurants, well, they're always sitting there waiting for you. The best of both public and private schooling will ensure your children are amongst the best in the VCE. Living is easy. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing worse than ambiguity. Clarity, direction, certainty, 21 Baillieu Road offers in abundance. I wish you well, looking for opening bids, opening office to get us underway. Ladies and gentlemen, may I suggest somewhere around the 1.1 to start? Well, I congratulate you on your appreciation of the tranquility of the area, but ladies and gentlemen, this is not the time to be silent. If you don't start the bidding, ladies and gentlemen, quite simply, I will. I'm calling now for opening bids or offers, a suggestion at the moment at 1.1.
I'll give you 1,400,000.
1,400,000, very good start there, sir. At 1,400,000 in the front here. At 1.4 we go. You've got a gold little, you're an auctioneer yourself. I think we're going to have some fun. At 1.4 we go. At 1.4, ladies and gentlemen, just looking for rises of 50,000 at this stage. At 1.4 we go now, ladies and gentlemen. 1.45, welcome in, man, with the paddle pop bat at 1,450,000. At 450 is the call there. At 450, sir, down in front, take me to 1.5. At 1.45, at 1,450,000, ladies and gentlemen, first call. At 1,450,000, second. At this level, ladies and gentlemen, very surprising. As an auctioneer, I would have thought you'd see the value at 1.5, surely. At 1,450,000, third and final call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at 1.6 is the bid with me on behalf of the vendor. At 1.6 million, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,600,000, looking for $25,000 rises from here if we may. Well, man, your money's better than mine. I'll retract my vendor bid, and with you we sit at 1.6. At 1.6 we go.
620.
1.6?
620.
620 is the call. 620, sir. I knew I hadn't seen the last of you. At 620. 620, 630 is the call. At 630 we go now. At 630, sir, where do we go from here? At 630 now. At 1,630,000, first call. At 1,630,000, second, third, 630, 640. Welcome in, sir. At 640. Mosquitoes were never a problem. 2 properties are better than 1, right? At 640 with you, sir. Next door neighbour at 640. At 640, sir, I'd buy the street too if I could. At 1,640,000. At 1,640,000, ma'am, where do we go from here? 650, I would have thought, sir. At 1,640,000 now, first call. At 1,640,000, second, third, 645. With a question always comes a bid. I was expecting that, sir, at 1,645,000. At 645 is the call. Sir, please don't leave. At 645. At 645, where do we go, sir? 650? 1,645,000. Now I call away, ladies and gentlemen. First call at 1,645,000. Second, third, and final call at 1,645,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 1.7. With me on behalf of the vendor. At 1.7 is the bid, ladies and gentlemen, at 1.7. 1.705. 705 with you, sir. Good to see you again at 705. 705. 715 with you, ma'am. 715.
And
yes,
5.
can you please acknowledge at 715. 720 up the back. At 720,000 we go. 720,000. Sir, I'm not going to disclose that, but you know what? You're not in front. I need you in front anyway to stand a chance. Where do we go, sir? 725. At 720 up the back. 722 and a half, 22 and a half. That's fun, sir. 22 and a half, 27 and a half with you, straight back, remember, 27 and a half. 727 and a half, 27 and a half, 28, sir. 27 and a half. Yeah. 30, sir. 30, sir. At 30 is the call. At 730, I bid away now, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,730,000. Where do we go, sir? Up the back? Surely another 2.5. At 1,730,000, I call it now, ladies and gentlemen. First call at 1,730,000. Second.
740.
740, sir. Good, strong bidding there. 742 and a half at 742 and a half. At 742 and a half, sir. It didn't quite work. 742 and a half, 747 and a half, ma'am. Good to see you again. At 747 and a half now. At 747 and a half, where do we go, sir? At 1,747 and a half. First call at 1,747 and a half. Second, ma'am, I can see you with the children on the beach. And sir, unfortunately, I can't say the same to either of you. At 1,747 and a half, you've got the chance to change that story. At 1,747 and a half, first call. At 1,747 and a half, second, third, and final call. At 1,747 and a half, I am selling. Are you sure, sir? Are you sure?
750.
750. At 750, ma'am, I don't think he wants neighbours. At 1,750. At 1,750 with you, sir. At 1,750. 1,752 and a half, 52 and a half, at 52 and a half, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 58 and a half with you, sir. 58 and a half is the call. 58 and a half, 58 and a half, 58 and a half, 63 and a half with you, ma'am. At 63 and a half is the call. 763 and a half over here. Sir, just as genuine as you at 763 and a half. 763 and a half, where do we go, sir? 763 and a half, 764 and a half. 764 and a half, 774 and a half with you, ma'am. At 774 and a half we call. At 774 and a half, what happened to the neighbour? At 774 and a half. At 774 and a half, I bid away now, ladies and gentlemen. First call at 1,774 and a half. Second, third, and final call. 774 and a half. 774 and a half, 774 and a half, 775 with you, sir. At 775. At 775, I'll offer you the same courtesy, ma'am. At 775 we call. At 775 now, first call. At 775, second. 775, 777 and a half. A tongue twister we have. 777 and a half, 778 with you, sir. 777 and a half, 782 and a half with you, sir. 782 and a half, sir. I'll try my best. At 782 and a half. At 782 and a half, I bid away now. 1,790,000. Stamping her authority. Sir, please do not be shaken. At 1,790,000. At 1,790,000. First call. At 1,790,000. Second. Do I formally have your best, sir? Do I formally have your best? Just a nod of the head would be great, sir. 1,790,000. Up the back, sir. Third and final call at 1,790,000. I am selling 795. I like you. You're a bag of fun, sir. At 1,795. At 795, I call it now. At 795, man, pipped at the post. What do we say? At 795, I bid away now. First call at 795. Second, third, and final. Ladies and gentlemen, use this as your barometer. He is the next door neighbour and he is in front. He loves it here. Here is your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. 1,795,000. First, second, third, and final call. I am selling, sir. Clean in front here. Are you sure? Are you sure again? Are you sure? Going. Sold. Congratulations. Very well bought, sir. Good to see another investment in certainty.